I feel like not holding the camera myself today. So that should be a fun one. It's one of those videos where I try to persuade myself of something just by, talking to a camera. It will all make sense. Do you watch Casey Neistat's videos? I think that's his name. Casey Neistat. I mean, his cinematography is really good. I came to his channel through Weezy Whaler because he changed his style of videos to more kind of a vlogging style, which I don't like. I preferred his funny stuff, if you call it like that. But anyway, I'm getting off topic already. Wow, that was quick. Anyway, so this guy, Casey, I do like his videos. They're really good, and I like the drone stuff. I don't think that I would like him as a person. Just thinking about it, I don't think that I would like him, because I don't know, he looks so mean. And I mean, of course, in his videos, as he's the protagonist, you do like him somehow. But then again, if I think about it the other way, if there was a guy on a skateboard riding in the middle of the streets in New York, I'd probably think, what an idiot. Anyway, let's not get into that. The reason I mentioned him was because in one of his videos, and I watched a lot of these, he said that the moment he decided that he wants to marry this girl was when she proved not to be a quitter. Even when it got tough, she still, did the jewelry stuff that she did, and that's when he decided to marry her. And that made me think that I don't want to be a quitter. And that is the topic of today's talk. I don't want to be a quitter. However, I am. I am. I do consider myself an enormous quitter. Tomorrow, I have a presentation scheduled for a university subject called mobile computing, where I should have been reading a paper. I did read the paper, but I should have been reading more papers and preparing a presentation, which I didn't. One reason was that I've been sick the past few days. The other reason was that I just couldn't be bothered to do it ever. During the Easter break, I thought about it every day. I should read this freaking paper and prepare a presentation, but I never did it. And now it's the day before the presentation, and I could still do it. I do consider myself smart enough to somehow fake it. It's only a 5-minute presentation, because it's a short presentation before the big presentation. In the short presentation, I basically just present what I'm going to present, so easy to be faked. But then I have to do it later anyway. The point is, I don't want to do that. If I do things, I want to do them properly, but not even that is the reason why I want to quit. The main reason I want to quit is because I don't think that it's any interesting. I just randomly selected this course because it was like, mobile computing sounds fun. And then it sounded easy, just 2 presentations. I like to present. That's the next thing. I do like to present. I just do not like to prepare a presentation. Tough choice there. And now I was, struggling. Should I be doing it? Should I not? And it just did not feel well. Then I went to bed. I just lay there for an hour because I still don't feel that well. I just try to fake it for you, but I still feel it in my head. My head still hurts. I'm still feeling weak. So the decision I have to make is, skip this course, get a 5, just, fail this course and do it again next year or the year after that, because next year I won't be in Graz. Or just don't do it at all. And I have this nice spreadsheet here which lists all my courses that I can do in my masters. And if I say, okay, I do not take this course now, I delete this, then effectively I'm only doing 17 credits this semester. And that's not a lot, because it should be like 30 per semester. Not true either. There are a few more that I do at the other university, but those do not count towards my degree, because I do so much other stuff which I just think is more interesting. Negotiating, selling your ideas is a subject I do, but because I do so many other subjects, I can't use the credits for my master's program. I also do, the pronunciation class and the English for academic purposes class, which I will probably also fail because I've been sick and I missed another class, and I can only miss 2 and I'm going to miss 4, so yeah, that's not gonna work. So I will fail this one as well, but I really don't care, because I can't use the credits anyway, so if I fail or not fail, nobody cares. Now, back to my daily struggles, or back to today's struggles. Those are 5 credits that I could use for my degree, yeah? Okay. But it's not 5 important credits, because it's not a compulsory subject. I could just do any other 5 of any of the catalogs that I'm doing. It's a bit complicated, I don't want to go into that. But I have a list of subjects that I can do, or courses that I can do. Don't use other words for the same thing. Anyway, so I don't need to do the mobile computing thing. I can just do any other thing. And I don't particularly need those 5 credits in that catalog anyway. It's fine. I already have 20 credits. No, I don't. But if I don't skip any other courses this semester, I will have 20 credits in this catalog already, and I only need 20 per catalog. But I do need a total, I do need 2 catalogs, but I do need a total of 50 credits in those 2 catalogs. So I do need additional credits here. But as I said, I can do any of the things. So it's not important that I do the subject. Now that we established that, let's go into more detail why I don't want to do the presentation. I don't know. People say it weirdly sometimes. The presentation, I can't even say it like that. Anyway, I thought that it's gonna be interesting. It sounded really interesting. The paper sounded really interesting, but I've read through it and I don't think that it's gonna be a lot of fun just, preparing this. It could be an easy thing. It's 5 credits. That's 5 times 25 hours of work. that I should put into it. I could possibly fake it in, maybe 20 hours, possibly. But I don't think that it's A, I won't get a good grade if I do that. B, it's not fun either. Even those 20 hours are just not gonna be fun. And I prefer doing fun stuff. Okay, and now let's finally get back to my discussion of why I am a quitter and how I think that it's not such a bad thing. Because, yes, sometimes you have to pull stuff through even if it gets hard. But if you can select an easier path where you don't have to do as much work, where it's just generally easier, why would you push through if you can just avoid it? And as I already discussed in way too much detail for you to understand, it is really not necessary for me to do this. It's not. And if it's not a fun thing, which it does not seem to be, I should just not be doing it. I should be doing it if it's easy credits, which it could possibly be, but I don't even want to find out. So yeah, should I do this now? Then I would do 22 credits. Or should I do it never? Or should I do it some other time? I don't know. Probably never. Possibly in 2 years. We will see what the situation is in 2 years. But when I decided that I won't do it today, or that I just won't hold the presentation, that I just accept a fail, it felt good. For some reason, I was suddenly happy. Because an enormous amount of pressure was suddenly gone. And it was so easy. And it is also a good thing because I can now focus on the 3 other courses / subjects / units that I'm doing this semester. One of which I've been working on the past 2 days, or today and yesterday, the IT security thing. There are 2 IT security things this term. And the mobile computing is also in the IT security catalog. So yeah, but I don't know, it's just, I could focus on these. I could just focus on these and put more effort into these and then get better grades there, or just have more fun there, because they seem more interesting, even if they're in total harder. Now, some part of me is still saying, dude, you can't be doing that. You can't just, that's an easy, just do it just one day. It's just one day. Let's try it at least. Don't quit already. You could just try, but I don't know. I don't want to try. Because that would mean ruining one afternoon of my life. And I would prefer going to bed now and just having a good night's sleep to finally get well again, because I don't feel that well. Yeah, that's me, quitting me. I mean, I know that I could do it. And when I asked a friend of mine, he said something like, don't you feel bad with your potential only doing 17 credits? And I was like, first of all, thank you. But second of all, yeah, well, Well, my potential. Yeah, maybe I'm wasting my potential, but maybe I'm just having a good life, okay? Maybe I just want to have a good life. And it's not like this would, change anything for me if I do the presentation, or if I not fail this course, wouldn't really change a lot. I mean, maybe I learned stuff about mobile computing, but I don't expect that I would learn that much, especially if I just do it, half-heartedly without putting a lot of effort into it, which I definitely won't do because I'm just not interested in it at the moment. So I'm just gonna do what I like to do, because after all, that is what I'm hoping to also do in my actual job. So if you are my future employer and you are like, wow, this guy tries to avoid a challenge. First of all, no, I don't try to avoid challenges. I just prefer challenges which are interesting for me. But this guy backs out if it gets hard and he's a quitter. Then I can only say, well, if it's interesting for me and I like doing it, I won't back out. And if it's not interesting for me, I don't want to be doing it. So it's completely fine if you don't want to employ me for that, because I don't want to be doing it anyway, you see? And that's why I don't have a problem having this on the internet. And even if nobody ever employs me, I can always be self-employed. With my potential, lol, I can, I will easily find a job or whatever, or some way to make money. It should be fine. One thing I learned from my father is you should just not work too much. Yep, that's what I'm doing. Better talking about not working instead of actually working. And now that I have time this afternoon, I can, upload some vlogs, edit some vlogs and go to sleep. Which is fine. Wow, that has been a long one. Sorry for that. No, actually, you're welcome. And make your backup. Don't quit unless you know what you're doing. But I know in life you should do the things that feel good. And it felt good to decide that I'm not gonna do this one and instead focus on the other one that I actually already decided that I won't do, English for academic purposes, because there's also a deadline tonight. I need to write 2 paragraphs or so. So I will do that, because then I will get feedback on that and then I will actually learn stuff. I would also get feedback on the presentation and I would also learn stuff there, but I prefer this one. And I will also fail this one because I won't be attending all the things. Yeah, oh well. Anyway, make a backup. Maybe this thing even stopped recording because, I don't know, I've been talking for 20 minutes or so. Why are you even still watching? I don't know. Speaking of watching, I'm gonna watch a video of Casey's now. You can make a backup. I'll see you tomorrow.